I am so sweaty, first of all. Like, I'm not even sure where all this sweat is coming from. I have on deodorant, but I'm just like, what is it doing? Like, is it doing its job? Is it? Right now I'm driving on I-20. You know, making my way to Austell, Georgia. Anyway, today's video is gonna be about something that I'm like really passionate about. It's finally gonna be me something like really explaining something, I guess, like, you know, like real content that's not just me blabbering, I guess. Which I love the blabbering, so, you know, but this is just something a little bit different. Today I will be talking about astrology, which is something I'm very passionate about. You can find me talking about any given day, any fucking time. I'm constantly asking niggas, hey, when's your birthday? Ah, what the fuck was that? Just drove over some shit. When's your birthday? Like, oh, you're a Libra? That explains so much. That is me, any given day, any moment. So today's video, I will explain the 12 signs. Not necessarily explain, but I will tell you like what month they're in. I will tell you what their element is. I will tell you what their symbol is. And I will also explain the concept of your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, also known as your ascendant. So let's get started, shall we? So we'll start in order with the zodiac. It starts with Aries. Aries takes place from the end of March, mid-end of March to mid-end of April. Aries is a fire sign. They are the ram. The sign after that is Taurus. It's an air sign. They are known as the bull, and their birthdays run from the mid of April to May. So also, I'm not gonna keep saying in mid. I'm just gonna say what month to what month, and you should kind of be able to piece together around what dates. You know what I'm saying? Like, after Taurus, we have the wonderful, wonderful, lovely, lovely, lovely Gemini. I'm saying that because I am a Gemini, so yes, I am biased. The sign for the Gemini is the twin, because we have a lot of personality. We are an air sign, and our birthdays run from May to June. After Gemini, we have the water sign, that is Cancer. The sign for Cancer is, I think it's just a symbol, but they're a water sign. Dang, I really can't think of the sign for Cancer. That's really sad. But they're a water sign, and their birthdays are from June to July. And yeah, they're water. They're emotional creatures. You know, that's the symbol for Cancer. Emotional creatures. Not sensitive, emotional. We'll get into that later. After Cancer, we do have Leo. Leo is a fiery, fiery lion, hence the word Leo, and their birthdays are from July to August. After Leo, we have Virgo. Just to name drop, Beyonce is a Virgo. Virgos are earth signs. The symbol for Virgo is dun, 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 dun. I am not really sure. So y'all don't get mad at me. I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all the knowledge that I got. Like, pero like, okay. Let me stop. After Virgo, we definitely have Libra. Libra is an air sign. And Libra is from the end of September to October. And like Libra, not necessarily to say that they have a symbol, but they are just all about balance. That is like a well-known thing about Libra. Libra is a sign of balance. After Libra, we have Scorpio. Scorpio is from October to November, a water sign, and of course the symbol for a Scorpio is a scorpion. After Scorpio, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign, and the sign for Sagittarius, I'm not even sure. Like, that is so sad. I'm not sure, but they are fiery. They are the children of the zodiacs. They have very light-hearted spirits. They're loud. They're talkative. After Sagittarius, we definitely have Capricorn. Capricorn is the old Billy Goat that is half Billy Goat, half fish. They are very wise. They are another earth sign. It's very wise. My dad is a Capricorn. Also, my mom is a Scorpio. So my mom's a Scorpio, my dad is Capricorn. You know, just some things to go over. What else would I like to? What's next? Capricorn. After Capricorn, we have Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign, and they are from January to February. They are the nonchalant, the laid back, the cool mode. After Aquarius, we have the final of the zodiac calendar. We have Pisces. Pisces are the fish of the bunch. They are another water sign, and they are from February to March. I'm pretty sure that I just listed all of those. That is wonderful. So now we can get started talking about the sun, the moon, and the rising. So first of all, your sun sign is the sign that everybody knows themselves to be. So whatever, like if you only know one sign, that is your sun sign, okay? And so for example, and that is only ruled, only determined by what day you were born, okay? What day you were born determines your sun sign. That is when the sun was in that sign. You know what I'm saying? So for example, all the months that I just listed in order with the zodiac, like that time frame is when the sun is in those signs. So all this stuff is based on the placement of the stars and planets, you know, in the galaxy, like where they were in the constellations, because all the zodiacs are constellations. They are bodies of stars. So just a little bit of background. So your sun sign is about the day that you were born. For example, my sun sign is Gemini. That's because my birthday is May 25th, which is the time of the Gemini. So your sun sign is a lot about who you are, as like just who you are, like who you are personality wise, who you are ego wise. It just is like, it's how people know you. You know what I'm saying? It's your basic personality. You know, it's just who you are. Like not necessarily when you're sad or anything. It's just who you are on like a regular day. You know, like, you know, when you're around people and stuff, like that's who you are. So like, for example, for me, my sun is in Gemini, so my personality does coincide with a lot of Gemini stuff. I am talkative, I am witty, I do have a lot of mood swings, you know what I'm saying? That's just who I am, like at my base, you know, on any normal given day when I'm at room temperature. That's who I am. So that's what your sun sign is. And the thing is, a lot of people, that's what they identify most of the time. That's who they feel like they really are. However, sometimes you may not feel like your sun sign. You may look into what your sun sign is and it lists all these things, and you may not feel that way. And that's because your zodiac and all that stuff is based off of your, like, it's an overall birth chart. And there are different placements, you know, where different zodiacs or different planets will be in different zodiacs. And maybe that will affect, you know, who you are overall. It's not just about your sun sign. So next we have the moon sign, and the moon, first of all, moves around. Like, I think the moon is only in a sign every couple days, because, you know, think about it like this: the moon completes a whole cycle in like what, 28 or 30 days, like a month. So the thing is, like, if there are 12 zodiacs, it's like the moon can only be in those zodiacs for like maybe 3 days or something like that, you know, if you really do the math like that. So the moon is only in a sign for a short amount of time. So once again, your moon is also based off of what day you were born. However, it's like that changes probably every couple days. So, you know, but yeah, and the moon and the sun are not always going to be in the same place at the same time, right? Because they don't align, you know, about like when they are in the zodiacs, they don't align like with the time frame that they spend in each zodiac. You know what I'm saying? However, the funny thing though is right now, the sun is in Gemini, and we're about to have a new moon in Gemini. So that's like a double thing. Also, fun fact: people who have like placements in like one same zodiac, like across their birth chart, maybe not the whole birth chart, but like a lot of signs, a lot of planets in the same like zodiac placement, that can actually cause a lot of imbalance. A lot of people can become sociopaths because of that, because, you know, there's no balance. Like, you're either very void of emotion, or if it's a lot of water in your chart, you're going to be very, very emotional. Like, it just depends on what sign it is that you are a lot of. But anyway, your moon sign is who you are when you're by yourself. Your moon sign is who you are when you're sad. Your moon is who you are at your deepest thoughts, like even your darkest thoughts, but just like who you really, really are inside when nobody is watching, you know? That is who you are at your core. Like, without ego, without pride, like, strip all that stuff away. Who you just are, like, because it's different, you know? And that's what I'm really trying to show, is the difference between sun and moon. You know, sun is personality. Sun is who you kind of, not who you dress up to be, but it's just kind of like, you know, who you are, like, you know, on some kind of surface shit. And then the moon is more deeper inside who you are, you know? And it's like, you may not be that person a lot, because maybe if you don't get enough time for yourself to just be that person, you might not really feel your moon. But your moon is who you really, really are at heart, with no judgment, you know, no thought about it. So, for example, my moon is Libra, and Libras are very indecisive. Geminis are too, but Libras are even more indecisive. So I get a double whammy with that. But like, I can't even, like, my thoughts, I can't even decipher between those most days. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is also, Libras are people that think a lot. They think like so much. They think so much. So I think a lot. Like, in my head, I'm just always thinking, like, and Libras are peacemakers. So at heart, I just want everybody to get along. Like, my Gemini sun, mid-key, could care less, because Geminis are very nonchalant. But deep down inside, I really want us all to get along. I really want us to be happy. Libras are very relationship-oriented people. So my Gemini sun, on the surface, I'm cool, calm, OD. I don't really, like, I'm not stunning nobody. I'm good by myself. But deep down inside, my Libra moon, like, for real, on some emotional shit, I want a partner. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how Libras are. So yeah, so that's your moon, like, you know. And also, your moon is who you are when you're just very emotional. When you're really angry, that is who you are. Because, you know, the moon is very the moon controls water. The moon goes in cycles. The moon is emotional, you know what I'm saying? Like, the moon is also feminine energy. So you could also look at it this way, like, your sun sign is your bravado, and your moon sign is your feminine energy. It's who you are at an emotional state. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're really angry, your moon sign can come out. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when it's passion angry, not just like hot-headed angriness. So your rising, which is your ascendant, and I'm trying to, like, your rising, let me not tell you no lie. Like, I'm not even gonna tell you no lie. Like, your rising coincides with where your first house is, and that's a whole other thing to explain. But I'm trying to remember, like, how your rising is determined, and it's not really coming to me, so you can kind of look that up by yourself. But to describe who the rising is, like, in you, your rising is your appearance. It's your mask. It's how you look to the world. It's how you look at the world. It is how you dress. It is like how you try to dress yourself up to be. Like, if the sun is your personality, and your ego, your rising is more of like who you strive to be. Like, your rising is who you're trying to be. Like, if you can remember it like this, your rising is who you're trying to rise up to be. It's what you're trying to level up to be. And it's also, so it's like, it's how you express yourself on a surface level. It's how you dress. It's how you wear your jewelry. It's also how you look at the world. So the way you view other people, you know what I'm saying? The way you perceive things. So for example, like, my rising is in Leo. So as a Leo rising, that is why I have so many tattoos. Like, Leos are fiery signs, so that's why I have so many tattoos. That's why I'm so outgoing with my appearance. Like, I like to take risks. You know, I'm very flamboyant. Leos actually care a lot about their appearance. So the fact that the sign that cares so much about its appearance is in my rising, which is about appearance. I don't really care that much about my appearance, but it explains why my appearance is so eccentric, so extravagant, and why I, you know, go so hard. And your rising is, yeah, it's about like what you're working to become. And it's like definitely how the world perceives you. So sometimes, like, you might have more of your rising energy, especially your rising is who you are when you first meet people. It's the mask you put on, like, before you let people get to know your sun. I feel like, if anything, like, if you're peeling back the layers of a person, first time you meet them, they're their rising. And then, you know, you'll get used to them being their sun sign more. And then when you really get to know them, they are their moon. So I feel like that's a pretty good way to kind of put it all in a nutshell. Like, if you think of it just as a layer cake. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was insightful. This is just like lesson 1 about astrology. I will go a lot deeper into it and I'll explain more things. But I think that this was a good, like, basic video to get you down with the fundamentals. Like I said, I really hope you enjoyed. My car is sweating. I'm about to get gas. I love you so much. Like, I wish you the best. I hope that this week is going wonderful for you. I hope your June has started off well. And like, this is the second half of the year, so let's make it count. Yep. Happy Gemini season. Peace, love, and blessings.